Hello everyone, today we will discuss C language including loop, for loop, continuous statement, break statement, while loop and do while loop. A loop is repetition of any code in any programming language. In C language there are three types of loops: for loop, while loop and do while loop. What is for loop? A for loop is also a repetition of code, and the for loop is best used when you know the exact number of seconds or how long a loop should run. For example, if you want to print from 1 to 100 numbers, then in this case you know the limit is 100. So if you know the limit, then you must use for loop. For loop has three parameters: initialization, condition and increment. Three parameters are placed in single line and separated by semicolon. As you can see here, all three parameters are placed in single line inside the small brackets and followed by the for keyword. Okay, then after there is a not this one, that is the body of loop. Let's do the practical for this loop. Okay, first of all, include libraries in standard input output header file, then main function, main method, then after declare a variable, and now use a for loop, and then initialize the value of I should be less than or equals to 10. So this will print a number from 1 to 10, and increment is I plus plus. I plus plus, it means is same as I plus plus is same as I is equals to I plus 1. Okay, so inside the body of for loop we use printf, and I want the results on new line, so therefore I use /n escape sequence. Then after format specifier %d, because the variable I is type of integers, therefore integers have a %d format specifier and specify the value. So now the loop will print from 1 to 10. Why? Because in first iteration I is 1 and it checks I is less than 10, yes, and then the first iteration will complete. Then after it will take increment, and 1 plus 1 is 2, so again it will check I is less than 2, so 2 is less than 10, yes, true. Then 2 will be printed, then it will increment it 3 will be tested, 3 is less than 10, yes. For loop will again execute the body, then again 3 plus 1 is 4 is less than 10, then body of the loop will be executed, then 4 plus 1 is 5 will be tested, then if it is true, yes it is true, then body of the loop will execute. Again it will check, it will increment 5 plus 1 is 6 is less than 10, yes, body of the loop will be executed. Again it will increment it, 6 plus 1 is 7 is less than 10, yes, the loop will execute it. Then 8 is less than 10, true, body will be executed. 9 is less than 10, body will be executed. Now 9 plus 1 10 is less than 10, no, but 10 is equals to the 10, yes, then a body of the loop will be executed and 10 will be printed. Then after it will increment value of I, 10 plus 1 is equals to 11. 11 is less than 10, no, 11 is not less than 10. 11 is equals to 10. No, the loop will be breaked and the counter will be passed to the main function, main method, and program will be stopped. Let's compile it and let's print it. Okay, this program will print 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 seconds. Okay, so in this loop we use for keyword and then small brackets. In small brackets we use parameters. First parameter is initialization, second parameter is condition, third parameter is increment decrement, and then body of the loop. Okay, then after this is the same example. Okay, now when we talk about loops, we must talk about continuous statement and break statement. A continuous statement actually is used with if statement, and inside this statement is used inside the loops, and break statement is also used with if statement, and also it used usually used with the loops. So both are used with oftenly used with loops. What is continuous statement? Continuous statement actually gives the control to the beginning of the loop, and break statement gives the control to the end of the loop, and continuous statement bypass the single statement, and then gives control to the upwards. However, break statement breaks the whole condition, whole loop, breaks the whole loop. Okay, it breaks the whole loop and gives the control to the end of the loop. Okay, let's do the practical, then you can understand it. Okay, this is a for loop. If I want to print sequence from 1 to 10, and I don't want to print the number 9, and I don't want to print the number 9, then what should I do? I will place if statement. If I is equals to 9, then it should escape the one iteration. Continue. Okay, so these two the body of if statement has contains one statement, so we do not need to give the brackets. If a statement, for example, if a statement has only single statement, then you do not need to give the brackets. If it contains more than one statement, for example continuous statement or break statement, printf statement, then you must give the brackets. In this case we have only single statement, therefore we do not need to give brackets. So if a statement has only single statement with itself. So okay, now the loop will run, and loop will generate the sequence. But when it comes to the 9, if I is equals to 9, then from here it will not go downwards, but it will pass the control to the loop directly, and it will escape the rest of the code of loop. Loop is continue from here to here. Okay, and continuous statement is placed here. Okay, when continuous statement execute, it will escape the rest of the code of loop and passes the control from here to the loop. Okay, let's do it. Let's compile it and run it. Here you can see when I is 1, when I is 1, I is equals to 9. No, 1 cannot be equals to 9, so this statement will not execute. Okay, if I is equals to 2, this will not be executed. If I is 3, this will be escaped. This continuous statement will be escaped. If I is 3, this will not work. If I is 4, this will not work. If I is 5, this will not work. If I is 6, this will not work. If I is 7, this will not work. If I is 8, this will not work. If I is 9, if here I is 9, now this will work, right? If this will work, then continuous statement will be executed. When continuous statement executed, it will escape this one. It will not go downwards, and therefore 9 will not be printed, and counter will passes the control to the loop, and 9 plus 1 is 10. Then after it comes again, and 10 is not equals to 9, therefore this will not be executed, and 10 will be printed. As in this case, you can see that from 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and you can see 9 has not been printed, and directly 10 will be printed. So it is because we have placed the condition, if I is 9, then escape the rest of the code. Okay, if 9 is printed, okay, if I want to print a sequence, and if I said when 9 encounters, just break. If I write it break here, so let's compile it. In this case, you will see that it will print from 1 to 9. It will not print the 10. Or if now you come run it, it will from 1 to it will print from 1 to 8, not 9. It will print 1 to 8, and 9 and 10 will not be printed. If it is because when 9 encounters, break statement will be executed, and control will pass from here to downwards from here, and it will escape this part, this whole part, and the counter will be placed here at this position. Okay, and it will exit from the loop and passes the control to the end of the loop, and end of the loop is here. Okay, so now if I change the condition, let's suppose if the value of I is 4, then break the loop, then break the loop, the whole loop will be breaked. Okay, now 1 will be printed, 2 will be printed, 3 will be printed. When it comes to 4, when it comes to 3, what happens? This will be false, and therefore this will not be executed, and 3 will be printed. Okay, if I is 1, then this will not be executed. If I is 2, this will not be executed. If I is 3, this will not be executed. These two statements will not be executed if I is 1, I is 2, and I is 3. When it comes to 4, then this statement will be true, right? This statement will be true, and the break statement will be executed. When it comes to break, then it will passes the control from here to here. Okay, so let's compile it and run it. Okay, so now you can see that from 1 to 4 only printed. If I says it will just print from 1 to 5, then I will say when it comes to 6, then break the loop, then I will print, compile it. You can see from 1 to 5 has been printed. On the other hand, rest of the values of I has not been printed, and for loop has only 5 iterations, as completed its 5 iterations from 1 to 5, because After the 5, in 6th iteration, break statement has been encountered and it passes control to the downwards. Okay, now this is break statement. Now while loop. A while loop execute a block of code as long as condition is true. Okay, the syntax of while loop is has a while keyword, then small brackets, inside small bracket we place condition, and then after curly brackets, in curly brackets we place statements. This is body of the loop. Okay, let's do the practical of while loop. Okay, here I am going to declare a variable char. I want to assign it yes, y, and while loop, and this is the body of the while loop. And the condition is if other variable is equals to y. The difference between double equals to and single equals is this is assignment operator, this is equal operator. This will assign the value y to variable others. However, this double equals means it will compare y with other variable. Okay, so if the condition of the loop executes, please repeat the following statements: printf want to continue, yes, no, scanf %d, and now here I am changing the inside the loop. I am changing the value of I. If it depends upon the user what value he will give to the other variable. Okay, and it will again goes back and checks the value. Here you can see %d is not correct because and the other variable is type of char, so it will the format specifier must be %s. In Turbo C you can use %c, but here we are collecting multiple characters, so it will be %s. So now let's compile it, and now you can run it. As you can see, in first iteration I have declared and initialized it other variable and value is y. If condition if other is equals to y, is it a true? Is it a true? Yes, it is true. So the following statement will be executed or repeated. So inside the while loop, the output statement is want to continue, and it is waiting for me to insert a character. So this statement will allows us to insert a character, and when I press any variable, any value, it will assign the value to other variable. Okay, AND operator is an address operator. This means address of the other. Please, so this value y will be placed on address of the other variable. That means this statement will means please place the value of y to address of this variable. Okay, if I press y, so if I press y, then the value of other variable will be y. So it will again satisfy the loop. So loop will be true. Then again it will print continue statement. So and 2 times it will continue. If I print yes y, then it will continue. And if I press y again and again and again, the loop will continue its execution and it will print the loop. if I press N, or if I press any other character, if I press N, let's suppose, then it will assign the value, it will assign value N to the other. So now if I, in this case, the other value will be N and other is equals to Y, then this condition will be false and the loop will terminate. You can see now if I press N and then enter, and you can see that loop will be exit because N is not equals to Y. Even again, if you press Y, it will continue execute. Okay, but if you press any other character, it will exit from the loop. So this is an example of while loop. Okay, so do while loop. Do while loop promises to execute its body 1 times, and it checks the condition after the body of the loop, after its first iteration. Therefore the syntax of this loop is it contains 2 characters, it contains 2 keywords, number 1 do and while keyword. And the syntax of do while loop is, you must write the do keyword, then after small brackets, curly brackets, then after write while keyword and small brackets. Inside small brackets you must specify condition, and then in last you must specify semicolon. However, you can see in while loop there is no semicolon here, and even in for loop you can see there is no semicolon after the small bracket. But in do while loop you have we have semicolon. Semicolon is placed in loops only with do while loop. Okay, remember this. Okay, let's do the practical of do while loop. Okay, I am placing let's suppose first of all I am writing the while loop. Okay, I say here 4 is less than 1 and I will print hi there. Okay, so what do you think, what will be the output of this statement, this program? 4 is less than 1, this loop will never be executed because the condition will always be false. Okay, let's compile it and execute it for the confirmation. As you can see, hi there cannot be displayed, it cannot be seen here. So okay, let's do this program in do while loop. Do while, place the same condition, 4 is less than 1. Now you can see now let's compile it and run. Now you can see that hi there has been displayed on the console. Why? Because the while loop promises to execute a body of do while loop at least 1 times. Therefore at least 1 time it will print, it will execute its body, and then after it will check the condition. So thank you.